Hello art lovers! Welcome to my free drawing tutorial channel. In this video, I will explain to you how I drew this portrait. Know that soon I will post more than 300 hours of real-time video tutorials for you. So be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss the videos. Okay, let's get to this drawing. I draw the initial lines of the eyes and eyebrows with a charcoal pencil. I draw the details of the lines and textures of the eyelid with a charcoal pencil. In this first step, after darkening with a charcoal pencil, I use a blender and blur the shadows. I draw the darkness and shadows of the eyebrows and eyelids with a charcoal pencil and a blender and a flat brush number 10 and a filbert brush number 6. I also draw the darkness on the side of the face, and then I move on to the nose. I draw the nostrils and the dark circles, and then I use a blender, a flat brush, and a filbert brush to define the shape of the nose. Now I move on to the other eye and repeat the same steps as before. I draw this eye and eyebrow with the same tool. I draw all the details based on the original photo. Now I define the border between the hair and the forehead. I draw the hair roots with a charcoal pencil and draw the shadow formed on the forehead with a filbert brush. Sometimes I also use a flat brush. I move on to the lip lines and complete all the details and the surroundings, such as the finger, the back of the lips, and the chin, with a charcoal pencil and draw the shadows. I draw every small line I see in the original photo with a charcoal pencil. Remember, the charcoal pencil must always be completely sharp. I use a flat brush and a filbert brush for shadows. I draw the shadows above the lips and chin. I complete the facial line and use the flat brush and filbert to draw the shadow of the face. I also shade this finger. I go to the hair and use the shadows with a charcoal pencil. I always do this first with a charcoal pencil, and then I go to the brushes. I draw any black that I see in the photo with a charcoal pencil on the cardboard. Look very carefully at the original photo and draw everything you see in the photo. Now I blend the shadows with a hard, flat brush. I also draw the background darkness and use my finger to make it uniform. I go back to the beginning and check the eyes and eyebrows. If I need more darkness, I add it and move on to drawing the highlights using erasers. A paste eraser, a pencil eraser, a mechanical eraser, and an electric eraser. I draw all the details of the highlights and shadows with this tool. Wherever I want to draw lighter grays that are fine, I use a mechanical pencil. Make sure to always draw the eyelashes in the right direction. Also pay attention to the direction of the shadows and highlights. Keeping the tool moving in the right direction can make the resemblance between the photo and the painting very close. You have to look carefully at the original photo and draw the lines and shadows in exactly the same direction as you see in the original photo. Add the highlights and shadows very carefully and layer by layer. Do not rush at all and be patient. Because some parts of the work are dark, sometimes I need to draw the charcoal pencil on those dark parts several times to achieve the desired darkness. I also complete some of the facial texture and reach the corner of the nose. I complete the shadows of the nose and work on its darkness. I add darkness with a flat brush and blender and charcoal powder, and I draw all the lights with erasers as usual. I also draw the texture of the skin on the nose using a blender and erasers. After adding the details of the nose, I move on to the next eye and draw all the darkness again with charcoal pencil and the lights using erasers. We see very small details on the skin, and we have to be careful to do the design with the same delicacy. For the light lines, I sometimes use the Mono Zero eraser. For the textures that are light gray, I also redraw them with a mechanical pencil. I sharpen my erasers and charcoal pencils regularly. If you have watched all the previous videos, you should have a good understanding of all these steps and how to use the tools. If you haven't watched the previous videos yet, be sure to go back and watch the videos. I slowly move towards the cheeks and add the texture of the skin and cheeks. Also the highlights and shadows on the side of the nose. I come down and go to the top of the lip and the lighting of the lip itself. I use all the erasers again to create the highlights. The details on the lips are very small, and I use a pencil to create some of them so that I can draw thinner lines. For very small highlights, I use the Mono Zero eraser and the mechanical eraser. And, as you know, for very bright highlights, I also use the electric eraser. Because the contrast of this lip is very high, I add layers of shadows and add the highlights again, and repeat these steps until I achieve the desired contrast. Carefully add the shadows of the teeth. There are a lot of shadows here. Be sure to look at the original photo. I'm slowly moving on to the skin texture. To create these spots on the face, I'm going to dip the blender in charcoal powder and use that. And I'm also using the erasers for the light textures on the skin. I'm going to draw the textures on the finger in the same way. I'm going to the forehead area, and using all the tools, I'm going to draw the forehead texture. You'll learn all this in detail in the real-time videos soon. Then I'm going to move on to the darkness inside the hair. After blurring, I'm going to draw the sharp lines. And then I have to draw the lights with the Mono Zero eraser and the mechanical eraser. I'm going to draw most of the hair with these two erasers, and then I'm going to add the dark hair with the charcoal pencil. Remember that all these tools, like the eraser and the charcoal pencil, should always be sharpened and kept sharp. I also draw the scattered hair strands that are on the face and on the finger. I also draw the light strands with the mechanical eraser and Mono Zero. I draw all the hair strands and finish the work. I hope this video was useful for you. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the full and new videos. Hope to see you in the next video.